say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at the Timberwolves. Right now, they've compiled the sixth best record in the conference.
And I think for Minnesota, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out, it's just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards and Anderson share the wing responsibilities. Naz Reid out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Morris in at the point guard. And for Brooklyn, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Bridges. And it's Thomas in at the one. And in the NBA, Richard, the front court positions more than any other, evolving quite a bit in recent years.
Yeah, more versatility is required now than ever before. And both of these teams are loaded with talent in their front court. This should be an exciting watch.
Now, here is Morris. Now, here's Edwards. Anderson outside. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old, and when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And that one falls for Reid. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Richard, they had grand plans. It just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
Both free throws good from Reid.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Thomas finds Johnson. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Morris against Thomas. Puts up a deep three. Reid with the rebound. Morris against Thomas. Bounce pass from Morris. Towns in the corner. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in a defense.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Floats one, and it's laid up and in by Thomas.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now Edwards. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Pass to Reed. And Anderson has it in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Good work there as it goes.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Morris against Thomas. Johnson outside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jaden McDaniels.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Morris. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Thomas's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards kicks to Anderson. No good. Good D by Johnson. Bridges against Edwards. Pass to Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Greg, with back-to-back games part of the schedule, how do teams feel getting into the latter part of that combo, like tonight?
Well, these games can be especially taxing mentally and physically. At this point, it's a war of attrition and really who can survive the night.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. How last month turned out for him, he's around 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success, too. I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Towns has got 5.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Bridges. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Timberwolves leading by 5. Anderson passes to Edwards. Inside.
Nice finish.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here is Edwards, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. It's tipped. Thomas surveying the D. That one drops for him. He's got 6.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Thomas against Morris. He kicks to Towns. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Bridges outside. Back to Thomas. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Nets for 2.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
Towns, a screen on Bridges. Got a hand on it. And here is Thomas, who's coming off a 13-point game against New York. Johnson outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. A chance to check out the shooting guards across the NBA that have averaged the highest number of assists over the last month. Second is Anthony Edwards.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
Now here's Towns. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. Got a piece of it.
Great defense by Bridges. He has so much pride on that end.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Bridges sets the screen for Thomas. A miss that time would have put him up. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Conley against Thomas. They could use a bucket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Anderson against Johnson. Pass to Thomas. To the paint. Stolen by Reed. Conley with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Edwards finds Reed. Back to Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Excellent touch on the floater. Edwards is such a dynamic offensive talent.
The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Inside, here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And while we see a number of players get hurt during the season, Richard, Mikal Bridges has remained very durable.
He's just an old-school player. That's what they used to do. If you were healthy, you played in every single game, and he's found ways to stay healthy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the second free throw, good. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
And the Nets making a change here. Walker's checked in.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now here is Conley. Outside Edwards. The pass to Towns. Conley against Thomas. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Walker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Picked by Finney-Smith. Edwards against Walker. Pass to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Walker is screen on Towns. Here's Finney-Smith. Nailed from three-point land. Finney-Smith's got 6 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Passes it to Conley. Outside, Towns. Shoots the 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Here's Thomas. He's got 8. Walker with a screen for Thomas. Shoots from the corner. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Bounce pass Conley. Gobert. And it's denied. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharps checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cameron Thomas. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Anderson, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Now here's Conley. Walker with some nice D. Schroeder against Conley. And then Sharp with the dunk.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Alexander Walker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Towns, the pass to Alexander Walker. That's tipped. Walker taking his time here. Pass to Claxton. This is to Johnson. There's a good screen. And here's Walker outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game for Minnesota. They've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Left side, Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Nets trail by 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Sharp missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
.129 left to play in the first quarter. Conley against Schroeder. Johnson outside. Lets the 3 fly. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. Takes it inside. That one, no good. Walker with some nice D. Vanette shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. The pass to Sharp. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves leading by 5. Outside Conley. To the inside. Towns, no luck. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move passing it out.
.24 seconds left to play in the first. Now Conley. Outside, Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Shot's good by Walker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Especially on the road, you want to come in aggressive. Let everyone in this arena know that you are here to play.
Brooklyn trailing. So with Thomas sitting on the bench. This is the group that Jack Vaughn has right now. Walker on the wing. He's joined by Bridges. Sharp out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Schroeder in at the point.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Claxton. And it's all evened up. Claxton's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting that layup.
Bounce pass, Conley. Reed gets to Conley. Stripped it away. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by one. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Kevin, well, it depended on the conversation, but at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do, and you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Simmons checked in for Brooklyn. Morris is checked in for the Timberwolves. On defense, Minnesota. It's a three-point game.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's McDaniels. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Schroeder kicks to Simmons. Bridges a screen on Gobert. Simmons off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Timberwolves trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Reed. Morris outside. Driving the lane. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Off the inbound pass. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
Free throw good from Morris. Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second, you got to be inspired by his terrific story.
I mean, from late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Walker the pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. The 17-footer. Minnesota with the rebound. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's McDaniels. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. There's Walker with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. Morris against Thomas. Stolen by Walker. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Thomas, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Morris looking over the floor. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Over Finney-Smith. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Walker the pass to Thomas. Back to Walker. Thomas sets a screen for Walker. Now, here's Sharp. Defended by Gobert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The 3 from Thomas. Oh, good again. Just 3 for 10 with that miss.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Morris against Thomas. Morris dishes to Gobert. And it's blocked. And here is Thomas. 8 points for him. There's a screen. And again, it's the Nets missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Morris outside. Lets it go. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Nets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Bridges outside. Finney-Smith with it. He has 6. Back to Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Back to Morris. Pass to Reed. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Walker against Morris. Bridges outside. Down low. It's deflected. Reed with it. Now Thomas defending. Banked in off the glass. Reeves got 6 points.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Thomas. 8 points for him. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up. For Minnesota, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That free throw missing. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Sharp, and it's Johnson in for Bridges. Timberwolves also changing it up. Towns comes in for Naz Reid, and Anthony Edwards sub in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And he's good on the second. Timeout called the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Johnson outside. There's the pick to the paint. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
And the free throw, no good.
And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Nets shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending. And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Johnson outside from past the arc. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
Morris kicks to Gobert. The pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Johnson. Lobbed up there for Thomas. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. Thomas got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup with the Magic, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The Nets making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Here's Schroeder. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Pass to Claxton. Passes to Johnson. Edwards against Thomas. That one good for 2. Thomas got 4 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Towns. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. Over Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. RJ, you look at Dennis Schroeder, incredibly fast, but also a veteran leader now.
Yeah, he's really matured. He knows how to make plays without making too many mistakes. That's what you get from a guy with 10-plus years in this league.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 5. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Picked by Finney-Smith. Schroeder against Edwards. And it's Schroeder missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Morris. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Schroeder outside. Here's Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Now Morris. He had 10 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington. Outside, Towns. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got 13 points.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
The net shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Thomas against Edwards. From 18 feet away, Thomas no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's McDaniels. He nails it, and we're tied up. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Bridges, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Anderson in for McDaniels. Bridges passes to Thomas. Bridges a screen on Morris. From about 19 feet, three-pointer. Bridges misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Thomas against Morris. At the top of the key, Reed. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. The net shooting well. They're at 45%. Bridges outside. Thomas against Morris. Finney-Smith passes to Thomas. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 17 now.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. And the pass to Finney-Smith. The offensive rebound. Double team on Thomas. Right wing. Claxton with it. Guarded now by Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Thomas. Jacks up a 3. No good on the shot. Edwards fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy monies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, it should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
Unsurprisingly, I love their approach, beating those boys up inside. That's where you get the best looks. You can draw fouls. Sometimes it ain't rocket science.
And if it were rocket science, we'd all be out of jobs. And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
It's the middle of All-Star voting. This is when I will make my way to the top of the list. Kenny wouldn't know anything about that.
Actually, Shaq, the producers are saying that Kenny is leading the studio All-Star voting.
Thank you.
Recount.
Yes, that's it. That's in one city. You need to count all the cities up.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nets leading by 3. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards and Anderson share the wing responsibilities. Naz Reid out there with Towns. And it's Morris in at the point guard position. Finney Smith with it. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. It's Thomas outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Johnson. Reid with the rebound. Reeves got his 8th rebound here tonight. Edwards dishes to Anderson. A kick out to Towns. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Thomas passes to Claxton. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Towns, a screen on Thomas. Morris. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Not the best pick I've seen, but look, hey, look, he got the job done, and that's all that matters.
The Nets with the lead. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline reporting.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Johnson with a screen on Morris. Here's Thomas. Anderson with the block.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
For the tie, it's deflected. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. And Bridges no good on that one. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. To the inside. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Thomas against Morris. Over to the wing. Anderson wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lobbed up there for Johnson. Stolen by Anderson. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Morris outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Passes it to Claxton. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Bridges. Second in steals. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And back to your point, number 2 in steals. He's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from him. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Bridges. And here is Morris. 15 points in the game. Kicks to Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Anderson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Outside Thomas. Inside. It's stolen by Edwards. Anderson outside. To the wing right side. Towns finds Anderson. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got 9. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Nets trail by 4. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 17. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Thomas. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Minnesota calls timeout. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Morris. Anderson against Johnson. It's deflected. Right side, Thomas. And the layup's good off the glass. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Timberwolves trail. Morris outside. Feeds it to Edwards. High, arcing shot. Doesn't go that time. Bridges with some nice defense.
And one thing about Cam Johnson, his shooting mechanics are elite.
We already know that he shoots a high percentage from 3, but he also has the height to shoot over people from out there, and that adds to the confidence.
Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Well, you look at Claxton, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Brooklyn making some changes. Walker's checked in for Bridges. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Thomas. And Morris drops them both. Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Walker finds Schroeder. Fires from the line. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Outside Edwards. Walker with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Schroeder. Rebound Minnesota. Reeves got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Edwards kicks to Morris. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. That free throw good from Walker. Brooklyn's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Schroeder against Morris. Schroeder outside. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Finney-Smith. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. The pass to Towns. Towns, a screen on Johnson. Here's Anderson. Softly drops in the floater. Anderson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Brooklyn trailing. Walker the pass to Claxton. The dish now to Schroeder. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Morris. To the right side. Outside, Towns. A 3 from Anderson. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. And that one drops. Finney-Smith's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Walker against Edwards. Towns wide open with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Towns has got 17 now.
And how about the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Timeout called the Nets. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
The Nets making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Mike Conley's checked in for Morris. Sharp, the pass to Walker. To the paint. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Edwards dishes to Anderson. And Reed has it in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 9.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Schroeder against Conley. Schroeder kicks to Johnson. Outside, Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Walker.
He's the kind of player that even the best defense has no answer.
Schroeder against Conley. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Edwards drives in, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nobody near Schroeder, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3, and the basket is good. Edwards got 11.
And great strength and body control from Edwards, able to finish through the contact.
1:14 left to play in the third. Schroeder against Conley. Schroeder passes to Walker. Back to Schroeder. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Edwards against Walker. Shoots over Towns. Walker's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 3. Conley scanning the floor. Got a piece of it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Sharp missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Conley kicks to Edwards. No good on the triple. Walker the pass to Johnson for the tie. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. For 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Walker on the wing. He's joined by Bridges. Sharp out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Schroeder in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the 3.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
First free throw is good.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
And Towns drops them both. Nets trail by 5. Here's Schroeder. Hits the mark. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both. Now Morris. Passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. Morris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, the officials are all over that
one. The first free throw is good. And Morris drops them both. It's the Nets now. Schroeder with the ball. He dishes it to Simmons. The kick out to Walker. The three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second quarter and beyond.
And he makes that one.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now, here's Bridges. McDaniels defending. Here's Schroeder. And there's the pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Morris against Schroeder. Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Morris dishes to McDaniels. No good on that one. Bridges with some nice defense. It's stolen by Morris. Here's McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range. Walker goes in. That's good from Walker.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And so Walker nails both of them. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And here is Morris. Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Morris kicks to Towns. Into the lane. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And how about those long strides of Towns? Uses that length so well on these drives to attract contact.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And Towns drops them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Pass to Claxton. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 3-point lead. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Here's McDaniels. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 5 points now this quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Schroeder against Morris. They set the pick. High post shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. From outside the arc, the shot's good on the assist by Morris. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Pass to Claxton. He kicks to Schroeder. Nets passing it around. It's stolen by Morris. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's tipped. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Bridges. Gobert with the block. Towns looking it over. To the left wing. Stolen by Walker. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniel. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Morris. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. They get it back. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Timeout called the Nets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Lonnie Walker. And Thomas subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed comes in for Towns. And it's Edwards in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Here's what Jacques Vaughn told his team. Now, Coach really laid into them. He said, we're too loose with it. Tighten it up. These turnovers are going to cost us if we keep giving the ball away. We're better than this. Guys?
Thank you, David. On defense, the Timberwolves. Back to Thomas. Over in the corner, Claxton. Now the pass to Johnson. Here's Finney-Smith. Lock at 6. Thomas down low, covered by Morris.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Reed. There's another block, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Edwards can't hit.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Thomas, it's a wide open look, bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got it back down to within single digits for the Nets. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Morris kicks to Reed. Passes it to Gobert. On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Thomas. And here's Anderson from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Johnson in the corner. The tray. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 6th assist on the night.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh. Get this man the rock.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Morris outside. Pass to Reed from deep. And the 3 ball is good. And that's a double-double for him now. 12 points and 12 rebounds. Bridges against Edwards. Johnson outside. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Morris finds Anderson. Over Thomas. Anderson can't get it to go.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
That's good from Thomas. Nets trail by 7. Now, here's Bridges. Dishes it to Thomas. Stolen by Reed. Anderson with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. There's the steal. The pass to Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Bridges isn't the biggest guy, but he is a fighter.
And that one falls for Bridges. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. And he can't hit the second.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Morris inside. Thomas is there. Anderson's shot is off.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's good for 2. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Here's Morris. Out to the right wing. Pulls it up. Here's Towns. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Free throw good, Thomas. Both shots good from the stripe. Minnesota in the lead. Now Morris. Outside Edwards. Reed the pass to Anderson. Rebounded by the Nets.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by Morris. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Trying to end the drought. Edwards passes to Morris. Stolen by Thomas. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. It's good. This game is all even. Thomas got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Anderson outside. Out to the right wing. Down low. Finney Smith defending. Count it.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Pass to Finney Smith. Tries from 10. Reed with the rebound. Reeves.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Towns, no luck. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-5 run here. Bridges misses.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And stolen by Thomas. In transition, here come the Nets. And again, it's the Nets missing. Morris with the ball. Passes it to Reed. Now here's Towns. Finney-Smith defending. Bridges with the steal. Johnson outside. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Johnson's got 12 points in just the second half.
You got to get out on Johnson, especially when he's roaming around these corner spots.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Out to the wing. Towns down low. Working on Finney-Smith. Edwards passes to Towns. And here's Anderson from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the three right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Stolen by Reed. Morris with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Morris dishes to Edwards. .110 left in the fourth quarter. A three from Anderson. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Thomas, count the basket and the foul. That one is on Towns.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Edwards kicks to Anderson. Towns sets the pick for Anderson. Outside, Towns. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, big spot. Towns with a chance here at the line. He's someone this team relies on.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 1. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Morris. Pocket 4. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And here is Thomas. Bridges outside. Bullseye!
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're behind by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Eyes a 3 off the inbound. Connects from downtown. That will count. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance from you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great. It's all about our defense. When we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.